opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. 58, right there. Three ball. Pilot, 64, speed seven.
They'll run on first down. Noel. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. On first and 10, Dodge. This is Bell on the dump off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put it nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
22 jump bomber, 22 hit it.
On 4th down, Dodge. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield completes it to Samuel. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
56. Mike, 56 right there. 56. Alert, 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 alert. Run. Alert. Hey, orbit. Alert 3. Hurry. I got you.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun. Dodge. He finds Riddick, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Looking to throw. Dodge. The completion to Riddick. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Hey, wahoo! Check Nick Quickstone, Travis. Big grip.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On sight.
From the gun, Dodge. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mayfield down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dodge. Wide open receiver complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pilot, 64. Weak. Pistol. Hey, Haywood.
To throw, Mayfield. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything even.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry! Alert! Alert! Hey, Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Alert! Point it right. Got it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180!
Check 56. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Hey, alert 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 31. Check 31.
Mayfield looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Ready? 18 gainer, 61, match box, right.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, do.
Off the play fake. Dodge. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ready, break.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dodge. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 13. Check Alpha. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Dodge. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under 10. Tighten up. Hurry.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, alert! You better be ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go too...
Oh, wide open, complete. Cooks flashing the footwork. A huge play there for Houston. 62 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing, Mayfield, rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kill. Tight dog. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry. Watch out.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And this is caught. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 56.
King.
56.
Now Mayfield. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Back to throw. Dodge. That's caught by Jennings. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Airing one deep for Riddick, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Looking to throw. Dodge. Looking deep for Jennings. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, Charlie!
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
Throwing on third and long. Dodge. Now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 6-3, 218, chop.
Throwing on first down. Dodge. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19. Back to throw. Dodge. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
64,
Check three.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
5.
50's the mic.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Able to find Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Point it right. Hey, Haywood.
First down, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mayfield forced out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.